Story. This is why men are not supposed to be at ladies' days, because we tell stories on ourselves. And a couple weeks ago, I had the church credit card because I had gone to get snacks. We live in a neighborhood that is a lower income neighborhood, and we have boys in our home all the time, and food just goes. I mean, I buy groceries like thing. But we feel like God has called us into this neighborhood, and part of what we do is we just feed kids often. And so I'll go to Sam's once a month and just stock up, and I had the church credit card. They supply a certain amount every month for us to use. Well, Brad comes home that night, and he says, "Where's the church credit card?" And I was like, "Oh, I put it in my side pocket." Previously this summer, my sister had a Louis Vuitton purse in her storage room. What person has a Louis Vuitton purse in her storage room? My sister. So I took it. I told her, but I took it. I'm like, if you're going to have this in the storage room, I'm going to use it. So I had this purse, and I know that when I purchased that at Sam's, I wrapped the receipt around it, because if I don't have the receipt, I'm in trouble. I wrapped the receipt around it, and I stuck it right here in this side pocket. I stuck it there. And so he asked me for it, and I'm like, I have it. And I kept reassuring him, I've got it, I'll get it to you. And he ran to get us something to eat. And so I start tearing through the house. I mean, it's like pretty late at night for me. And tearing through the house. I mean, I'm looking in the trash. I knew that I had gone through my purse and thrown some receipts, but I knew I wouldn't have thrown that away. I mean, and so I'm looking through everything. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I stopped too quick and my purse went like this. Have you ever done that in your car and your purse dumps out? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it's in the car. And it's 98 degrees outside. And I've got my phone, because that's the flashlight, we all use. And I'm like digging in there. And I know Brad's about to come back. And I don't want to tell him yet that I've lost the credit card, because I'm going to find it. I know I'm going to find it. And I'm digging and I'm searching and I'm sweating and I can't find it. And so I think, okay, if I know where it is, I'm going to find it. If I can just get through tomorrow when it's light, I can probably see it. It's probably just because it's dark, I can't find it. And so I just kind of don't bring it up again, so that maybe he'll forget to the next day. And he does. And so that night, I'm like tossing and turning and praying. I'm like, oh my goodness, if I've lost the church credit card or somebody has stolen it, and I'm just, your brain goes crazy. I'm like, they've probably charged like $5,000 of stuff, and I'm going to get in so much trouble. And I'm just working myself up into a tizzy. And the next day, I go to work, and I'm like, Lord, okay, I've got to find this. And then I'm like, I'm missing some other stuff too. I know I bought some lip gloss. Where's my lotion? And I know I have sticky note. And I'm like, there's something is missing here. And so I'm like, what in the world? And I go, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to dump this purse out. So I dump the whole thing out. And then I'm like, I feel something. And I get in the side pocket, and I realize there's this hole right here. There's a hole. So I'm like, oh, and I dig down deep, and there it is. The church credit card, all of my favorite pen was in there, my lip gloss, everything was down underneath in the deep under of my purse. And I was praising the Lord. I'm like, oh, here's the credit card. And I just handed him the credit card. He had no idea, nor did he till now. And I found it. I had it in my possession the whole time. And God showed me, we're going to look in all kinds of places. Some of us have looked in the trash. Some of us are sweating, trying our hardest to do right, to do it. We're trying hard. We're working. We are digging everywhere but in Him. We're searching everywhere. We're digging all over, and we're praying every now and then, Lord, help me find it, please. And He's saying, in me is the wisdom and knowledge. You'll find it in me. We're digging everywhere but in Him. And then we wonder, what's wrong? Why don't I feel better? Why don't I feel him? We're not digging deep in him. Because he is the only thing that will get us through this. The only thing. And not until my whole world was shattered did I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that no matter what we encounter, that no matter what news we hear, no matter what our kids do, no matter what our husbands do or don't do, no matter what news we get, that God is enough.